Hey everybody, this is Matt. I'm making a new Heroclix video, and I want to make a new set of videos for Heroclix where, instead of a new product showing off and everything, I wanted to show off some amazing stuff Wizkids has made in the past for Heroclix. And this is the first video in that series, and this is the Spectre Colossal figure. And This came out in 2006 with the Collateral Damage set, and it is just freaking amazing. The reason I got this the reason I wanted to get this is because it has three different dials, and on one of the dials, he's considered Hal Jordan, and I'm Green Lantern. It's my favorite superhero, and also this a second dial, he's considered Jim Corrigan, which is a part of the JSA, and I love the JSA. So this Colossal was kind of perfect for me. Now I'll be honest, I've never played this figure before. It came out in 2006, and I didn't really start playing HeroClix until late 2009, and then I didn't actually get my hands on this until probably like 2010, 2011. It was a prize at a tournament, but it's so awesome, and I've been so happy to have it for as long as I have. I've had it on display for a long time, and I think it's one of the most beautiful things WizKids has ever made. And I want to zoom in and show everybody all the detail on it and talk about some of the stuff, how it works and stuff. So let's get into that. Okay, so I'm gonna hopefully be able to adjust the camera focus as I'm moving in. I'm having to do this on the fly because I'm not usually looking at something this big. But let's see. Oh, there we go. So as you can see, he's very grumpy. He has a lot of detail in his body. His body has a lot of detail. Has a nice paint job. Now, on those yellow things, that's supposed to be the spirits of the condemned that the Spectre has gone after and condemned. And the material they made him out of over time has become really sticky, so it picks up a lot of dust in the air and stuff, so that's why that doesn't look very clean. It's really nice detailed. Um, let's see if I can get these things. These are Angry Spirit tokens, and Spectre uses them whenever he gets attacked and damaged. You can put angry tokens on the field next to people that have attacked him, and then he has an Angry Spirit dial on his big base of his, and it says what powers and stats the Angry Spirits have, and the Angry Spirits can then attack those who have attacked the Spectre. And that's if you play it as there's two different ways you can play the Spectre, and it says everything in this big rule book. Not the rule book, a rule paper that came with it, and you can play it as like an entity, like back in the day for WizKids and stuff. They had these themes where um, it'd be everybody versus a colossal in the middle of the map, and they did that for like Galactus and Anti-Monitor and stuff like that. But nowadays, when they come out with colossals, they're more or less used just for your force. So the Spectre has like a everybody versus him type system, but he also has like a he also has a system where if you want to be a part of his force, and that's where the team abilities kick in. Where if you're playing as Hal Jordan, you get Mystic's team ability. If you're playing as Jim Corrigan, you get JSA team ability. If you're playing as just the Spirit itself, you get Quintessence team ability. And he has so many immunities and stuff. I just want to kind of read over some of it. Let's see if I can see if I can see some of this stuff on here. Some of the immunities he has. Let's see. Let's zoom in. Let's see. So when he's played as part of your force, the Spectre ignores Earthbound, Exploit Weakness, Force Blast, Incapacitate, Mastermind, Mind Control, Plasticity, Poison, Psychic Blast, Shape Change, and Support powers on all other characters. And he also ignores the Mystic's team ability, and he cannot be moved by telekinesis but he can be the target of a telekinesis attack. And when he uses Energy Explosion or Pulse Wave, the damage value becomes equal to the number of combat dials it started with at the beginning of the game. So if we started out with three combat dials, His pulse wave would do 3 damage to everybody, and his energy explosion would do 3 damage to everybody. The Spectre's combat value is gonna be increased by perplex. Let's look at some of his combat values. Let's see if I can. This whole thing's gonna be okay. So you can kind of see that pretty well. Let's see if I can get in a little bit higher. Ugh. I apologize. This is a huge zoom in game. Okay, so he has this is his starting click on his Spirit of Vengeance style. So this is his strongest style. He has 20 movement, 15 attack, 21 defense, 9 damage, and 16 range with 3 lightning bolts. Damn! I mean, seriously, like, this guy is freaking crazy, dude. Like, you do not, I mean, oh, 9 damage. Lord, that, like, one-shot everything in the medic, in, like, the modern format right now. Like, everything, and Psychic Blast. So, yeah, you got Impervious, yeah, take 9 damage. If you had Invincible, yeah, you'd be safe. But, so that's how that is. He has other dials. Let's scoot some other stuff around. Let's see if we can get some of these other dials. It's really hard to click his dials, so I may not be able to show you the other dials. This is his Hal Jordan dial, which is that's his like rookie level. That's like because Hal Jordan wasn't the Spectre for very long. So he only has a 12 range. I don't know if I can click him. Oh man, it is rough. It has been. No, I can't click it. I mean, it's been sitting here for. If I got it in 2011, it's been sitting here for 5 years. So, here's something. This is his oh, you can't see shit. Okay, my bad. Pardon my language. That's his Jim Corrigan doll. And that's like the middle ground, and he has 17 mind control, 13 psychic blast, 18 impervious, and what is that? Ooh, I can't even say. It looks like maybe a 6 or something damage. A 14 range triple target, and as you can see, Spectre came out in Collateral Damage, number 225, and then this is the Angry Spirit doll. The Angry Spirit doll. Let's see if I can hold it right and then get a good zoom in on it. There we go. This is what the little Angry Spirit pucks will get starting out. 9 phasing, 10 attack, 16 toughness, and 1 damage with close combat expert with 6 range and double targets. But so they're definitely weak. But you can spawn a whole bunch of them, and depending on how many what you're playing them at, you can spawn a different amount of them. Let's see if I can get this zoomed in. So, like, if you're playing them as a spirit, well, it depends on if you're playing them as a part of your force, or if you're playing them as part of, like, everybody versus him. But if you're playing them as part of your force, you get one or no, actually, you don't get the spirit tokens. I'm stupid. You only get them when you play them as a scenario. And if it's a Spirit of Vengeance, you get 8 of the Angry Spirit tokens. If you're playing as Jim Corrigan, you get 6. If you're playing him as Hal Jordan, you get 4. So this is really interesting. This is the little piece of paper that had everything written down and how to do it. I actually had to search through my closet to find this. I didn't want to print it out because it would have looked fake and stuff. But this is a really, really cool figure. I really, really love this dude. He is so awesome. He is so beautiful in just the material. Like the cape is like an actual nice plastic cape. This is a solid plastic yellow piece. I mean, this thing's freaking huge. I mean, look at a Heroclix next to it. A Heroclix next to it, dude. I mean, look at it. Look at the scale. Look at the freaking scale, dude. I mean, like a box next to it. The box, I mean, it would take like 2 of the boxes. I mean, this thing is freaking huge. I don't know if that really carries over that well for video and stuff, but this thing's freaking huge. It's by far the biggest item I have that's Heroclix related, and it's just freaking amazing. I think it's such a beautiful thing that Wizkids came out with, and I feel so honored to have it and to own one. If you own one, definitely post down below and say, hey dude, I have one too. Um, it's just amazing. It's just amazing that something like this had come out a long time ago, and that it could be made. I mean, even if you weren't even a HeroClick player, you could still really love this thing. You could still love this thing, because you'd be like, dude, it's the freaking Spectre, dude. The Spectre is awesome. I mean, we've had this Spectre. I don't know like pre-carded era what Spectres we had, but I know in Crisis we had a Spectre. I actually have it right back there. It was one of the first figures I ever got because I actually started collecting with Crisis and Mutations and Monsters and Secret Invasion and stuff. Yeah, so we had that Spectre. Then I think the last time we had a Spectre was we got a Red Lantern Spectre and a Black Lantern Spectre in War of Light, and then recently we got a Kingdom Come Spectre in World's Finest set, which is kind of disappointing because both the Crisis ones and the War of Light ones are pretty tall. Um, I don't know if you can see the Red Lantern Spectre over there. He's pretty tall. But the world's finest Spectre, um, he's kind of shorter. I don't know if he's like coming out of the ground or what. I hate sculpts like that. I hate sculpts like that. But I'm just so happy to have this dude. I really wish I had something bigger, like a nicer display case I could put him in. But as you can see, he's freaking huge. And like it would be I don't know how the freak I would be able to display him. I mean, even my regular display cases, he's bigger than the dang display cases. Even if all the drawers were removed, he's bigger than the dang display case. So but he's awesome. He's awesome. I can't believe WizKids made something this amazing. But I hope to, as the series of these videos go on, show you more and more amazing HeroClix items that WizKids has produced. How can you get your hands on this thing? Well, unfortunately, the only way to get your hands on it right now is over eBay. It's such an old product. It's 10 years old. The set came out in February 2006, so it's more than 10 years old. So yeah, it's not on the market anymore. eBay or maybe like a really really old hobby store that has been doing HeroClix for a decade. You know, I don't know, but it's awesome. I wouldn't recommend buying it just to be like, I want to play it and stuff because while the top of his stats are huge, near the bottom it's really low. I mean, like you're talking about like probably like 13 defense and stuff like that, and that's kind of how some of these older figures were. They started out really strong. Where if you look back at some of these pre-carded pieces, their top click could still be competitive. But then as you start clicking it and it drops down to 8 attack, 7 attack, 14 defense for 1 damage, you're like, no, that's not going to work. But it's still amazing to see this piece. Amazing. It's an amazing achievement for Wizkids. Just an amazing item. And I commend them for making something so amazing. So thank you so much, everybody, for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed looking at this piece, the Spectre Colossal piece from Collateral Damage. And I really appreciate you watching this. And I hope you have fun playing HeroClix in the future, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.